You ask the Scottish Government what its response is to the statement issued by COSLA that the handling of the recent announcement about the council tax freeze undermined the spirit and the letter of the Verity House Agreement.
Cabinet Secretary Shona Robison.
The fully funded council tax freeze announced by the First Minister last week will protect over 2.5 million households during a time of economic uncertainty and rising prices. The First Minister and I acknowledge the concerns raised by COSLA and some council leaders, and we remain fully committed to the Verity House Agreement and to working in partnership with local government to demonstrate that commitment. The council tax freeze will, of course, as I said, be fully funded, ensuring that councils can maintain the services upon which we all rely, whilst protecting households from increasing burdens.
Liz Smith.
Can I ask the Cabinet Secretary to confirm exactly how much the council tax freeze will cost and where the money is coming from?
Cabinet Secretary.
So when I met with the COSLA presidential team, we agreed and I offered for that process to be a negotiation with COSLA, and that negotiation will take place to ensure that the council tax freeze is fully funded, and of course that figure will be part of the budget process for 24-25, and it's important that it is a negotiation. That is something that we believe is important. What I would want to hear from the opposition, though, is perhaps less about process and more about the principle of whether they support the council tax freeze or not. We'll see during the budget process whether they do or not.
Let's hear the Cabinet Secretary. Liz Smith.
Well, an extraordinary answer. Anyway, Cabinet Secretary, at the Finance Committee on the 3rd of October, you claimed in answers to questions from myself and Michelle Thompson that, and I quote, giving more flexibility to councils was a significant part of the Verity House Agreement. Freezing council tax has just removed that flexibility. So can I ask the Cabinet Secretary directly, was she aware when she gave evidence to the committee that the First Minister was going to announce the freeze on the 17th of October? And if not, when did she become aware of the policy announcement?
Cabinet Secretary.
So, first of all, I should say that we have given local authorities more flexibility, and of course the second homes and empty homes premiums that will be able to be applied are also part of giving local authorities more flexibility, and we are keen to discuss with local authorities what more flexibility can be given. In terms of the process, which Liz Smith clearly wants to remain talking about, we requested and received advice from officials on the concept of a council tax freeze and gave that advice full consideration. On balance, we made the decision to freeze the council tax, taking into account the impact of sustained inflation caused by, of course, the Tory government economic policy on households in Scotland.
Members.
I acknowledge the concerns expressed by local government about the manner of that announcement about the substance, but we believe it is the right thing to do to help over 2.5 million households at these difficult times.